A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus said to his disciples, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments. And I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate to be with you always." Let me get on the right gospel here. Okay. When Jesus had left them, Jesus said, "Now is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will also glorify him in himself, and God will glorify him at once. My children, I will be with you only a little while longer. I give you a new commandment: love one another. As I have loved you, so you also should love one another. This is how all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." The Gospel of the Lord. One of the great joys of living on Derbe is simply taking in the beauty of creation in so many different ways. For example, tomorrow's eclipse of the full moon will be seen, obviously, in many places, but I think it will really be spectacular here on Derbe. Now consider the being responsible for creating all the beauty in the universe came to dwell among us. The creator of the universe became creature. It is really hard to fathom. Now consider the creator of all who dwelt among us was willing to lay down his life for love of us. And in today's gospel passage, we hear part of his farewell speech to his disciples on the night before he died. And before giving that speech, the creator of all got down on his knees and washed the feet of his friends. And he told them, "This you must do for each other." Now consider, Judas has just left the Last Supper in order to carry out his dirty deed of betrayal. The crucifixion clock is ticking fast. In a few hours, Jesus will experience a death which was horrific and so very cruel. And the disciples were about to face the greatest devastation of their lives. And the creator of all says, "In all of this, I am glorified." It's so hard to fathom. But it is in the crucifixion that the nature of God is revealed. The very nature of the creator of all is seen in and through the cross. God's glory is found in God's complete giving of self in sacrificial love, even to the point of death. Now consider the final words that Jesus spoke to his disciples. There were no parables or beatitudes. There was just one simple command, one straightforward commandment summarizing Jesus' deepest desire for his followers. Quote, love one another. As I have loved you, so you also should love one another. End quote. That's it. The last dream of a dead man walking. Our faith distilled to its essence so that maybe we'll pause long enough to hear it. Love one another. What's staggering about this commandment is how badly we've managed to botch it over the last 2,000 years. I mean, one only has to consider the war in Ukraine. The good Christian people of Russia aren't exactly loving these days as Jesus loves. But let me bring it a lot closer to home. When I look at my own life, if I'm honest, there are so many times when I have failed to obey Jesus' dying wish. Sacrificial love might lead to a broken heart, and I'd rather not be quite that vulnerable. Sacrificial love requires trust, and at times I can be very suspicious of others. Sacrificial love requires great patience. And most of you know I'm one of the least patient of men. Sacrificial love takes time and effort. It's hard and costly. But here's my saving grace. Here's our saving grace. Jesus doesn't leave us alone. Every time we gather around this altar, the sacrificial love of the cross becomes present to us once more. It's hard to fathom, but every time we gather for Mass, the Creator of all invites us to enter into the mystery where all love originates. Here becomes present the love and mercy that is the glory of God, that embraces us even in our darkest moments. It's what brings us here Sunday after Sunday. And knowing that I am a sinner, it's what brings me here on a daily basis. Because it's here that Jesus says to us time and time again, follow my example. I give you the grace to do what I do. Love as I love. Live as you have seen me live. Weep with those who weep. Laugh with those who laugh. Touch the untouchables. Feed the hungry. Welcome the child. Release the captive. Forgive the sinner. Confront the oppressor. Comfort the oppressed. Wash each other's feet. Hold each other close. Tell each other the truth. Guide each other home. Our mission is love. For as Jesus said, this is how all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another.